What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? I ain't been in these YouTube streets for a minute. See what these YouTube streets talking about. Let's see what these YouTube streets is talking about.
Y'all stay focused. Y'all keep working hard. Believe in yourself. Prove everybody that doubts y'all.
Yeah. I'm live, Jack. I'm live, baby. I'm live on YouTube. Crystal Batty in the building. Yeah. Good to see you, sister. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we over here on these YouTube streets. Yeah. We're on these YouTube streets. They so pretty. Yeah. Let me go ahead and chop it up, though. I got Crystal in the building. It took me a minute to find you. Okay. Yeah. It's Versal City TV. So, Crystal, if you could, I don't know if you can, but if you can let the people know, man, all you gotta do is punch in Versal City TV. It'll pop right up. I got the little black logo and it got the little letter say Versal City TV. I don't know if I can. Let me see. But we gonna chop it up though over here on these YouTube streets. Let's see what YouTube talking about. Let's see what YouTube be talking about. But let me go ahead and chop it up with y'all, man. We on day 17 of the war. Day 17. YouTube funny about music, so I ain't gonna play no music. I just sent the link in the group chat for this live. Man, hey Crystal, you cold. You cold blooded. You hear me? You cold blooded. Hey, you need to create an app, sister. We need our own thing, man. That's one thing as black folk, we gotta create our own, man. These people, control it. That's why I'm not upset. It's irritating, but I ain't upset, you know. But we have to create our own. And sister, it seems like you one of them ones that know, how this thing work. Glorious. Hey, there's everyone. I'm Patricia from Wildish. I'm Patricia from Wildish, but this is my ministry. Okay. Wildish in the building. Okay. Yeah, this is my YouTube, man. I've been having this for a minute. I don't go live as much as I should, but this Versal City TV, you know, So we gonna chop it up, man. Let's get to it, man. We on day 17 of the war. Let's go to CNN and see what CNN saying. Let's go see what CNN saying, man. Let's see what they news is talking about. All right. So Trump right now, I just saw a video. Crystal say, yeah, let's see. Yeah, glorious. There was an emergency brief overnight. Yeah, oh for sure. Right now, CNN is saying, this is CNN. Happening right now. Trump is talking. It says President Trump addresses war with Iran at Kennedy Center. So he's at the Kennedy Center. Yep, from the White House. Yep. He's at the Kennedy Center and he's talking about this, talking about that. But bottom line, man, this war is going to continue and is going to metastasize. It's going to increase. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It says live updates. Trump calls for help securing Straits of Hormuz, but no country commits. Nobody's going to commit, man. Ultimately, Trump got played or is getting played. And what I mean by that is the people who ultimately pull the strings, the people who just suspended me. Let's say that. The people who just suspended me on my TikTok, them people, them is the ones who pull the strings. Them is the ones who really only rock with they people. And you can't be mad at them. But they rock with their people when it comes to money, power, politics, the whole nine. Now, if they got to be friends with certain people, if they got to get up under certain people, then that's what they'll do. But at the end of the day, Trump is getting played. So them people is creating two birds, one stone. Y'all hear me? They're creating two birds, one stone. They're going to bump off Trump, and then they trying to get Iran bumped off. Now, the thing about people who are bloodthirsty or they have a vendetta, anything of that nature, in the process, they destroy themselves. So them people ultimately is going to destroy themselves as well. And I'm going to go to Twitter and talk about that and show y'all that and let y'all listen if they got any audio. So Trump calls for help to secure the Straits of Hormuz, but no country commits because no country is going to commit. America time is up. The IP people, their time is up. Thanks for sharing that, sister. I appreciate you. Listen, their time of ruling is up. Our time of being the big dog is up. They had this thing called BRICS, BRICS, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and a lot of other people signing up. That's going to be the new world currency. I shared with y'all that the World War One calendar and our calendar today matches up identically. So the 1914 calendar and the 2026 calendar matches up just perfect. So ultimately, it's going to be a new alignment. If you know anything about history, it's always a new alignment that comes along. And unfortunately, we just living in that time. Our ancestors and then our ancestors before that lived in that time. We just going to be living in real time where we're going to watch the fall of certain nations. We're going to watch the remapping, the currency. Remember, back in the day, it wasn't no dollar. The dollar came along later. So we're going to watch the remapping, the revamping of the world. That's what we about to watch in real time. That's why I'm telling all my black people, man, just be prepared, dog. Crystal say history repeats itself. Yes, it do. All the time. And a lot of folk don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe certain things like, no, man. But think about it, man. How you think our ancestors got here? And then they survived all the stuff they went through. We're going to ultimately survive, but we ultimately going to leave this earth too. It's a new day, a new bullies in town. Bingo. See, them people who control the money knew, dog, we can play him. He's arrogant, he's rich, and he's a fool. So they playing dog head. Trump falling for it. So he being played, they able to kill two birds with one stone. You got it right. You said exactly. So they knocking off two birds, one stone, dog. We can get Trump out the building. That whole MAGA thing, we can dead that. That's crumbling as we speak. People jumping ship. So they're going to destroy Trump and they're going to try to destroy Iran. But the thing about prophecy and the thing about the Bible, man, they're going to destroy themselves as well. Because think about it. They say they the chosen people, right? So that means they feel like they God's children. God, like, okay, y'all my children, y'all my chosen people. But I have a child. I have two. I discipline them as well. Underrated luxury in the building. Underrated luxury that made it over here to YouTube. Appreciate you, sister. Listen. So we're going to discipline our children, right? So why wouldn't God want to discipline his children? Think about it. Why would God wouldn't want to discipline his children? So if they say they the chosen people, you got to get disciplined as well. You're not bigger than God, right? So while they planning what they planning, God is ultimately planning what he planning. This thing is going to continue to blow. It's going to get worse. America days is in the dumps. IP, y'all know what IP mean. Their days are in the dumps. Money can't save them. The market since the beginning of this war, was started on the last day of Black History Month, February 28th. Since then, the market then lost trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. It's only gonna get worse. Gas, they trying to, that's why Trump trying to say right here. Trump calls for help to secure the Straits of Hormuz, but no country want to intervene. So wait, those IP already know they not the they know. They just want us to think they is. We know we is the chosen people, but they trying to convince us that we not. But they know they got they they Taurus and they got all their stuff, man. They know what's real and what's fake. But Trump is calling, they know who we are. Exactly. I can't wait till we all wake up one day, sister Chris. I can't wait till we man, listen. It'd be so dope. We just all wake up one day and say, man, let's just stop all the madness. Let's just love on one another and realize that we the chosen people, man. That'd be so beautiful, man. We just woke up one day and God just tapped all of us, man, from the West Coast to the East Coast, up north, down south, and we all get tapped, man. We get on that time. But Trump, that's why we're so targeted. Yes, they have to. They have to keep our frequency. That's why, if you think about it, sister, that's why every so often you hear about a cop unaliving a black woman or a black man. Crystal say 85% is deaf, dumb, and that's the sad part, sister. Conscious Beauty say, did you catch that YouTube I sent you? Nope, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't open it up. But I am those Euro countries saying they not in. Yeah, it's saying it right here, good sister. It says Trump calls for help securing the Straits of Hormuz, but no country commits. This is from CNN. No country has committed. What happens when that Strait of Hormuz keep burning up with all that oil, man? Right now, I don't know if y'all know this. Iran is currently in negotiation with other countries other than IP and America. So they like, man, we ain't dealing with IP in America, but China, Russia, any of y'all other nations, Europe, whoever, we'll deal with y'all. Y'all want some oil to slide through? We'll let the oil slide through. So America days is over with. IP days is over with. My man B Dog over there in IP, he had to release a video. They saying it's a AI video. They saying the video may be old, but even the video itself of him drinking that coffee, that's why you get a top when you go to the coffee shop. Wake up, folks. You know it. Wake up. Listen. Well, my wife loved going to Beaners, but it's starts with a B now. This is just B. It used to be Beaners. But when she go there, man, she get her cup, she put the top on that boy. That stuff be hot and they fill it to the top. How is this man sipping coffee and it's hot and he turn it up and he takes a sip without all that spilling on him? Ain't no way. It got to be at least this much, so he don't spill it on himself. It's full to the brim. He would at least did like this, like, oh damn, I done spilled some on my coat. You said, hold on. It said, B Dog is not dead. It's a decoy. I can see that too, because remember, this message is held for review. Oh yeah, YouTube, real restrictive. It said this message, somebody message was held in review. Oh, the one I just read was held in review. Maybe it cooled down already. It could have. It could have. It could have got real cold. But ultimately, man, it just something about that video just don't sit right with me. It's the reason why AI is out there. It's to confuse things, to have you believe and not believe certain things. Like everything you come across, you either gonna believe it or you're not gonna believe it. Oops, that would be me. Okay. So this was CNN is saying. Let's read more. Trump said he may delay China summit and warn NATO of a very bad future. So that's what I was trying to say before I got off into the Cardi B thing on my TikTok. I'm logged in from my other account. Okay. All right. Now watch this. Is China currently building up its military around Taiwan? Is China building up its military around Taiwan right now as we speak? All right. Y'all ready? It says, yes, China is actively increasing its military presence around Taiwan as of March 2026, resuming large scale flights and naval drills after a brief pause. These actions include routine combat readiness patrols with significant numbers of aircraft and naval vessels operating near Taiwan Strait to test the blockade capabilities. So think about this from an asymmetrical war standpoint. Iran and China is like this. Russia and Iran is like this. America now is sending all their power and might to Iran to handle the Straits of Hormuz, to protect Israel and to ultimately defeat Iran, right? But if you send in majority, let's say not even majority, let's say you send 2/3. That's a lot of troops. That's a lot of military buildup. That's a lot of arsenal. So now Russia, like, well, let's step up our assault on Ukraine. Okay, you had to switch the crowns, good sister. Hey, I see these folk be tripping, so you gotta do what you gotta do so you don't get banned, man. Do what you gotta do. You got to do what you got to do. That's why I'm over here on these YouTube streets because I want to get this information to my people, man. And ultimately, if y'all can share this live, man, even when I'm finished, because I'm gonna be on here at 1 o'clock and I'm gonna get off because, like I said, I had something I had to do. Today is Get Money Monday. You know, y'all share this live, man. Now and on when I finish, share it to people, man. And this is where I'm gonna be at for the next 3 days. Now I'm talking about why they do what they do over there on TikTok. I'm gonna be over here. All right. Um, but like I said, think about it from an asymmetrical war standpoint. Iran, like, shoot, I know we've been prepared for 20 years for this. We didn't build alliances. We didn't build all kind of stuff with China and goddamn Russia. So at the end of the day, we ready. So now all of a sudden China is circling Taiwan. What do America do? Do they allow Taiwan to be overtaken? Like China might not even want to overtake Taiwan right now. But just them threatening Taiwan, Taiwan got to put that call in. Hey, America, China over here tripping. Can y'all help us? Trump like, yo, damn. So I can't leave Taiwan hanging because if China get a hold of Taiwan, they get more power in the region, and we can't allow China to get more power in the region. Then we go to Ukraine. Just message the group chat so we know we don't know when I don't get live notification on YouTube. Appreciate you, Crystal. So think about this. So he like, damn, China, shit. Then Ukraine and Russia. If y'all notice, Russia then stepped up their assault. It had been quiet in the news about Ukraine and Russia. All of a sudden, Russia sending some stuff over there to Ukraine. So now that's inflamed. So you have Russia and Ukraine heating back up. You have China and Taiwan, that's heating back up. You got, don't forget the cartel. Remember they knocked off El Mencho. I call him El Mencio. They knocked off the cartel leader. So that means that part of Mexico or the country just in itself is inflamed. And that's in our backyard, basically. So that's in our backyard, inflamed. China, Taiwan, inflamed. Ukraine, Russia, inflamed. And then ultimately, you got the biggest flame, which is Iran versus IP versus America. What do Trump do, man? They're already losing. IP in America is losing. What do they do? What do Trump do, man? Damn, I can't. I can't go back. Shit, I gotta protect because ultimately we bought and paid for. So if I don't protect them, I already know my day's gonna be numbered. Crystal say you can say Israel here probably. Hey, I say it just to see, sister, just to test it, just to see. But think about it. Israel got the bread. Ultimately, Taiwan was our ally for many, many years. Still is. Yep, Taiwan is still our ally. Taiwan is something we need to protect our interests in that region. If China, from a chess military standpoint, my good system, if China overruns Taiwan, that means China ultimately controls that region. So Taiwan is like a line in the sand for America and other allies who are allies of America to say, hey, this is a line you can't cross. China like shit, that shit dead. Y'all occupied. So while we occupied, we got the situation in Mexico, we got Russia and Ukraine. Okay, how much money is that all gonna cost? How many troops that's ultimately gonna take to try to lock down Iran, the Straits of Hormuz, protect Israel, protect Taiwan, and protect Ukraine? How much money would that cost? And how much troops would that be? See, ultimately, America can't do it, dog. We already broke, dog. Matter of fact, let's go to the debt. Let's go to the debt. Let's break the debt down right quick. I got 8 minutes. How much is America in debt? Y'all ready? As of mid March 2026, the total U.S. national debt, national, not regional, national debt has surpassed 38.8 trillion. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan talked about this in one of his speeches. Because he was deplatformed on YouTube. And he used to have a lot of good game and a lot of good speeches. And he talked about America is so far in debt, it'll never be able to repay its debt. Then they lowered the yen. Exactly. But Farrakhan was talking about how America is so much in debt. As far as money, we weak. That's why I'm telling black people, man, hey man, I ain't saying take all your bread up out the bank, but take some of that bread and stash it. Get you a little safe, stash it. The dollar is so we weak as far as money. It's not backed by nothing. They call it fiat money. It's not real money. It's not backed by nothing. It's just backed by a person saying it's like the Wizard of Oz. It's backed by a person behind the curtain saying, "Put your money in, trust us." It ain't real. It's not real. It's fake. It's not backed by gold. The last person who wanted to back the money by something was JFK. And you see what happened to him. The dollar is worth toilet paper. Yes, it's going. And then the cold part about it, wow, this my good sister, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna go worse and down and down. America days is Israel day. It's all gonna be ugly. This is prophecy, yo. It's gonna get real ugly, and they trying their best to try to mop this situation up. But think about it. It's like trying to take a mop into an ocean. It's not going to happen. It's going to get worse. So our debt is down there 40 trillion, yo. We can't pay that shit back. We gotta get all this money to pay for these wars. Where that money gonna come from? Right now, Trump trying to be cool with China because they ultimately gotta borrow money from China. So China, think about this, y'all. We owe China already because we borrow a lot of money from China. Matter of fact, let's go to that. How much money does America borrow from China every year? Mm, 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 mm. As of early 2025, China holds approximately 756 billion to 784 billion of U.S. Treasury securities, making it the second largest foreign holder of U.S. debt after Japan. Rather than borrowing a set amount annually, this total fluctuates as China reduces its holdings down from over 1 trillion in 2022. You hear that, Crystal? We borrow a lot of bread from China. Wildish say that's why Trump, yes. So think about it, Wildish. He is stuck like Chuck. Damn. China is surrounding Taiwan. I really want to go bark at him like, "Urgh," but I really can't because I need this money to take care of Iran. Man, Trump is, listen, man. The boy then fell and bumped his head, man. Underrated luxury say facts. The boy then bumped his head, man. He done bumped it bad, man. He need them people, man. This nation is cooked. I'm telling you, Crystal. That's why I'm trying to tell my black people. See, that's why they keep banning me, man. Cause I go off on my little tandem, so they didn't map me out, so they know okay he gonna go off on this little tandem. When he go off on this little tandem, boom, we gonna blip him. He said something. I ain't say no. All I talked about is Cardi B going from man to man that she shouldn't be doing. So that should prove to y'all that them folk don't want black women to be virtuous and they want black women to, yeah, yeah, as soon as a man say something to you, go on. That's what they want. Chris will say someone's watching your page and reporting you. You know they is. We need to moderate better and get the trolls blocked quicker. Yes. That's the first thing they doing. You gotta remember, Cardi B has a huge they was down at Detroit last night. They was deep, dressed to the nine, boy. You thinking it's a female, but it ain't. They was down there deep. She got a hell of an army, just like Nicki Minaj. They got a hell of an army, man. They got them people, man. Wilder say no. Trump was born a moron. His mother said, "Yep." I'm pretty sure it was. A lot of them rich people, Wildest. You remember Bush Jr., don't you? Bush Jr. was not the sharpest crayon in the box and became the president, two-term president. His father didn't even do that. But it was behind what? War. That's what kept him in. All right, I got 2 minutes, y'all, because I got to get off here. I got something I got to handle. So this is that. We basically stuck in a quagmire, which means we're going to be in this war for a minute. These platforms have moderators monitoring the other monitors. Right. Have y'all seen the movie about Donald Trump? What movie, sister? What movie is that? I'll check it out. I like stuff like that. It's a documentary. I definitely gonna check it out. You said Melania just came out with her movie too. Okay. Yes, I remember that. Yep. He was wild as he was boo boo the fool. Crystal, he was a younger as a kid growing up with his father and brother. I found it. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Hey, listen. It's 12:59. I gotta jump off of here, man. Like I said, it's Get Money Monday. I got things I have to handle. That's why I want to come on early on the TikTok to drop the game to y'all. But hey, they did what they did. It is what it is. They got no screen time for me. Oh wow. So ultimately, this is where I'm gonna be at for the next 3 days, y'all. Y'all get the word out, share this live. I don't know how the lights go and all that type of stuff, but thanks for coming back for us. Oh man, come on now. You know I am, sister. You know what I mean? Cause it's my passion. It's where my heart is at. I ain't doing it for no money. I ain't doing it to get, pats on the back and all that. I really want to educate my people if I can. If somebody want to listen, cool. If not, cool. I'm not forcing nothing. I'm not twisting no arms. I just want my people to be educated, man. So I thanks for you, for rocking with me. You said work on that Zoom link. I got you. I definitely will. When I get back doing what I need to do, I'm gonna work on that, sister. All right. So with that being said, man, y'all enjoy your afternoon. I'm gonna jump off this thing, but this one I'm gonna be at for the next 3 days. This my other spot. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go live on this thing. I could have this thing really pumping and jumping, but I don't. But this my backup boy to the backup boy to the backup boy. This is my sleeper cell. So I had to activate my sleeper cell. Chris will say if he has another device he can use to share your live. Okay. What we can do is have and AK go live. Okay. Okay. We can maybe stream multiple ways. Come on, sister. You know I'm with it. You know I'm with it. So like I said, I'm about to jump off this thing. Y'all enjoy your afternoon. My sister, I'm gonna work on that Zoom when I get back. And we're gonna go from there. We're gonna keep this thing rocking and rolling. Shit, it's one what they say, it's more than one way to skin a cat, dog. It's more than one way to skin a cat. Alright? So y'all enjoy your afternoon. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.